Hey guys.
Hello, hello.
Sound check.
You're good?
How's everyone doing?
Doing all right. Got me some caffeine, so I should be awake for today.
Ken, we cannot hear you.
Ken, say something. No, we haven't heard you. Heard some static. Not sure if it was you.
His mic boxes lighting up blue, but
Yeah. When we end tonight's session, can someone remind me to write down how much health I have left? Because every time we start up, I have full health. And that's not great.
I wonder why.
I think there's actually a chance that I didn't lose any health last time we fought, but that seems unlikely.
I remember that Yeldar and Barris got blown off the edge, but I don't think anyone else got hit with anything.
All right, can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. I have 3 sets of headphones, and they all died, so I'm using my roommate's iPhone headphones. I was hoping to plug them in my computer, but apparently the jacks don't line up. All right. How are y'all doing tonight?
Pretty good. Yourself?
Doing all right.
Chicken pot pie.
Macaroni and cheese and hot dogs.
We had Philly cheesesteaks.
Ooh.
They were pretty good.
There's actually a great Philly cheesesteak place right next to where I work in Koreatown in Los Angeles. It doesn't make any sense. Anyways, last week, you guys continued delving through the dungeon of the Air Cult. You penetrated the central tower after Gothic attempted to kill your cleric. And they fit a peek.
And then we came into this room and they blew us.
Yes. They blew you after you penetrated them.
Are we doing phrasing?
Phrasing. Can we just pretend that we took a short rest? Because, again, my health is at full, and I don't... It might actually be, but...
I don't think you got hit the last time. I think you got blown off the edge, but you caught yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
I was wondering. I was at full health too, and I knew that I got hit. I thought I did.
Is there still wind blowing up out of this thing? Out of the empty column here?
Yes.
Would I be able to, peek down it, or will my head blow off?
It's quite the updraft. It does not blow you off. Your wig is blown off, though. And it seems to descend quite deep.
Does it look like it could hold a person, or if a person jumped down there, would it? Is it strong enough to give us something like slow fall if we happen to jump down? That we would.
You can give me an Arcana check if you like, or you can test it some other way if you so choose.
Let's see.
How can I see the bottom?
To throw.
Throw a body in it.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna pick up one of the dead bodies and throw it, and hold it over the opening, and then let go.
All right. Varys, you have absolutely no idea what this is.
This seems to be the best idea.
Yeldar, as you drop that body in, it kind of hovers for a moment and it slowly descends. It almost seems like if you've ever seen somebody have Featherfall cast on, and it kind of looks like that.
Gothic is going to jump in like almost immediately after that.
I wanted to do that, but I wasn't going to.
I was gonna do it, but I knew that Gothic would do it.
What?
So Yeldar will follow him because
I was gonna say, watch Gothic be too heavy though.
Nope, not too heavy. You will descend.
Ferris is
I'm
going to say,
I'm going to give you one chance. Are you sure that you want to do this?
not anymore.
If the DM says, "Are you sure?"
The answer is always yes. Isn't that what it is?
I've got an idea. Is there another dead body?
There is, in fact, there are several dead bodies in this room right now.
Damn it, I don't have light. Why don't I have light?
I have lanterns. I have a patch with a lantern on it. I'm gonna pull a patch off of the robe in my pack and pull it off. It'll turn into a bullseye lantern, and I will fix it with some rope to one of the dead bodies and then drop it down the hole. Unless Gothic has already jumped over.
Gothic?
Is the sound of Gothic descending into the next room?
Gothic will wait, but you can tell that he's like extremely tempted.
And I just want to make sure that this is right. So the thing I have on here says a loaded bullseye lantern. That's just a lantern that has extra. Right, it's nothing special.
A bullseye lantern is a lantern. It's kind of like a thieving lantern where you can control how big the light is. Like it has like a shutter on it.
All right, so then I'm gonna make it as bright as possible. I have two of them. I'm using one of them.
Okay. Sorry, I gotta try and figure out where this thing goes exactly. 1 second. It's not clear.
Well, we have those air things that the monks are using. Yeah,
I think we have to travel 10 feet in it though. For it's otherwise, you know what I mean. Unless we drop down, so we may not. We'd have to like kind of. I guess we could kind of circle down. You know.
See, I'm wondering if there's an updraft, right? And
There's an
putting
updraft.
on those things would make wings. Wouldn't that increase the surface area enough to go up?
It's an interesting thought.
I still don't know if we should go in the hole though.
There's
You're saying if
stairs
some-
in here up to another room, right?
I think
There we go.
he means if something like terrible was happening at the bottom, we could just open up our arms, aka wings, and fly right up. Right?
No, yeah, I
Yeah.
understand that. I'm making sure that no one kills us while we change clothes.
That's true. So, do we see anything from the lantern?
It just seems to drop into darkness. You get the feeling that there is with that perception check side with the light. You just get the perception of depth. It seems to go down 100 feet, maybe more, and it smells kind of wet and damp, maybe like a cave.
Hmm.
Also, you hear some faint music drifting down from the stairs.
What instrument?
Flute.
So Yeldar's going to look at Gothic and it looks like he's I assume ready to jump down and check it out, and he's going to suggest that we save this for later and go see what's going on upstairs before we ascend down.
Ascend down.
Descend.
Gothic looks a little crestfallen, and he doesn't get to ride the tube down the vent hole. I guess the air stream down the hole. But he will listen and go upstairs.
I'm just amazed that we had a send down from somebody else, and then Gothic knows the word crestfallen.
No, he doesn't say crestfallen.
No,
He looks crestfallen.
I understand.
I'm 90% sure he has no idea what crestfallen means.
He heard someone say it once and doesn't know what it actually means.
Roll an intelligence check. DC 15.
You know,
No.
Yeah, he has definitely heard it before. He thinks it's a kind of soup.
It's toothpaste.
Crestfallen soup.
you know, if we hadn't let our familiars die, we could have tossed our familiars down the hole.
I'm sure they would love that.
It's not like you can't just resummon them with a nice soul ritual.
Yeah,
I didn't prepare it today, so I can't actually bring my owl back.
at some point, I have a feeling that Archimedes is going to rebel. Because I think we're at number 14 now. 15?
Well, luckily for you, they don't have the opportunity to rebel. They are loyal subjects. Top right corner, gentlemen. There is a new exposed area up there that you put yourselves in.
I was thinking, oh crap, that's the genie.
Not the genie. So as you guys walk up, give me a moment here. The stairs rise 20 feet to a spacious 20-foot high chamber containing a map of an ancient dwarven realm meticulously etched into the flagstone floor. At the far end of the chamber, a high throne atop a marble dais overlooks all. Peaked arcades hung with gossamer sky blue curtains run the length of the chamber on either side. From behind these, a heady incest wafts, its sweet smoke moving like a creature of air. Behind the high throne, a great spiraling horn rests in an alcove. Resting on the throne, kind of relaxed, feet kicked up over the arm, is a familiar face. It is your half elven bard friend. And he's playing his flute. He takes a moment to wave at you, and he stops and says, "You have been quite industrious. I always knew Thurl was a fool. I didn't know he was traitorous. No matter. Reese will have to do with you soon." She is down in the Fane. I'm not sure. I don't believe you would want to meet her there. I have things to deal with on my own. Yancy Ben has so many tasks and so few loyal servants. But you will see me again soon. What are you history checking, Sai?
You said Thane?
The Fane of the Eye.
Well, I know all of the things.
Yes, you know all the Fanes. In those books, and not necessarily in the book you have from the Wizard Hut, but from the research you did in Summit Hall, Fane of the Eye is like a sub-region of the Dwarven Kingdom. They think it was a drow temple that they tried to conquer, but they just couldn't keep it clear, so they sealed it off. That is somewhere below. And this guy's going to say, "I am needed in the Howling Caves. You are needed to die right here. Have fun." And he is going to spread his arms, and he's going to have some of that wingwear on. He's going to kind of fall backwards off of the pedestal and sail out the arcade to the back. And a low growl is going to start up from behind the throne.
Sai, have we checked the sword lately?
I checked my sword.
It is not glowing.
Run me through Fane of the Eye real quick. I'm making my note. It's in the Dwarven City. It's taken over by drow.
Yes, it was a sub area. It's below the Dwarven City. It seemed to be an ancient drow temple. The dwarves had tried to kind of redeem it and clear it out, but it had proven beyond their means, and they had simply blocked it off as best they could. Probably help if I had a token for this thing. One moment.
In the meantime, I guess I'm going to start copying over my rituals.
Go on.
Oh, last week I changed up my character. I didn't change over, or I didn't convert over the rituals.
I've been considering asking about changing my character, but I wouldn't know what to do.
I allow people, if you guys want to change it, I'll allow you one change without, completely restarting your character. So you see a figure kind of hop up to the top of the crown. A terrifying visage.
It is a thing.
Is a thing. Actually, it's bigger than that.
Oh shit! I've been muted the whole time. I've been wondering why you guys are fucking ignoring me. It's starting to actually develop a complex tonight about it. It's camouflaged like a little bit, or
No, it is not camouflage at all.
just
It was kind of hiding behind the. As a nature check side, you have no fucking idea. It looks fucking evil as hell, though. And we all need to roll initiative.
There we go. Daddy's home.
Wait.
I'll never say anything again, please.
Is this drawn to scale or is this double? Not that it matters because I'm gonna get to it.
They're 10-foot squares, but yeah, you're gonna get there no matter what.
Everything in the module is 10-foot squares.
Yeah, it wasn't at first.
No, it was. I was just fucking up. But the best thing about my other group finishing with the fucking module is I get to make my own maps, and they're all fucking 5-foot squares, and it's glorious.
I'll be acting tomorrow, so good luck, team.
Right before Gothic this morning.
All right, Yeldar, you are up.
Running right over to it. I'm gonna bring my Spidey staff down on it with all my might. And I'm gonna be using Stunning Strike.
All right. That is a hit. It does not get stunned, though.
Does it look like it had any effect on it, though? Does it look like...
I mean, it doesn't look... I mean, as far as the stun goes, you'd hit it in the face and it didn't get stunned. But, I mean, it seemed to have hurt it.
Is this thing like
It's
flesh
fast
and
now.
bone? Like it looks alive?
Do-do-do-do.
I can't quite tell from the
I mean-
picture if it's like stone
Yeah,
or something.
No, it's not stone. It just looks oozy and evil and, disgusting.
Icky.
15 does not hit.
All right, and then I'm going to use a key point.
Okay, those are both hits.
So a
All right.
total, if the poison hits, a total of
Oh, that's a good question.
26.
It is actually immune to poison. I apologize. Thank you for reminding me. I get 3-point check. Yay!
All right, and that is my turn. Oh, wait. Only one of my hits. I'm going to use Stunning Strike again. I think I can, right? A melee weapon attack or no? Did we decide on that? I don't remember if we decided on that last time.
Is it a melee weapon attack?
My hands count as weapons for for that purpose, I think.
Yes, they do. The only question is, can you do it more than once a turn? Which you may have established. I don't remember.
You know what? I've definitely used it more than once a turn, but I don't. Now that you're bringing it up, I'm not 100% sure. Why don't we say I didn't, and then I'll try for next turn. I'll have it figured out before the next turn I go.
Oh, hold on. This
It
level is-
doesn't have an action type listed in the Roll20 description, but I'll check in the book
No.
if you want.
Yeah, the book doesn't say anything about it. I just found it in the book. So yeah, as long as you hit, you can do it. It doesn't require. It's just as long as you have a key point.
All right, then I used it the second time along with my flurry of blows.
All right.
So I've used 3 key points in one turn.
All right. It makes the second one. Are you using it on the third one as well? Or
What
just
do you-
once?
Oh no, I used it the first time, and then I think I only used it for the no. I only used it for one of the
One of the
well-
player blows.
fuck it. I might as well, right? I mean,
All right.
yep.
Just on that sheet, and I'll roll this in front of you.
Well, you know what? It
By the way-
actually hold on. That actually counts as it's technically I think one action, right? Or no, since I'm able to use it twice. Yeah, no. So I can use it again.
Yeah, you good?
So I used 4 key points this turn.
Is that considered magic? Because it has advantage against magical effects. The spells and other magical effects. I really guess it wouldn't be considered magic. So yeah, you're stunned because it doesn't have
It's-
advantage against you.
It
God
says
damn.
divination.
Oh, that's because I had nothing else to put it under. But
Okay, yeah, that's
Okay.
just that's the end of it. Okay, yep, it is stunned. Of course, it fucking is.
Of course he's stunned. What else would he be?
Goddamn dogs.
I mean, I spent 4 key points to half my key points to do it, and
That's true.
I doubt I'll be able to do it again.
All right, Varys, is your turn.
Okay. Do I have any idea what this thing is at all?
You give me a check to try and figure it out. Whatever check you like, if you can justify it.
Trying to decide what. You know what? We're just going to do a nature or an arcana check. They're both equally horrible.
Choose one. Okay. Based on images you've seen in books, perhaps, this looks like some sort of demon.
Oh. Okay. All right then. I'm going to shoot it. And quicken my Eldritch Blast to fire off 4.
All right, well, that's 5. The fourth one hits.
No.
It's only
Oh, wait.
4. One of those.
Yeah, the first is Arcana.
Oh, Arcana, right, sorry. Actually, with advantage, 1, 2, 3 hit.
Cool.
One's a crit, obviously.
Wow.
Good job.
Okay.
All right, you gave me the rest of the damage? There we go.
There you go.
All right, so 8, 20, 34.
And then I am going to. This is a pillar, right?
They're curtains, but yes, there's like a curtains hat. They're let's see. There's physics. Do. Yeah, like you can get like a quarter cover behind it.
Yeah, I'd find fabric. All right, I just want to get out of its direct line of sight. So, I mean, I'm going to try and kind of get over here.
You have
That's
four
my
cover.
turn.
All right, it is stunned.
All right, I can only go 30 feet, so I'm just going to take a dash action and then wind out just outside of its range.
All right.
And by just outside of its range, I mean about 10 feet.
Realize he's at the top of the pedestal, so he's also 10 feet up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, as long as I can get there next turn, now it's fine. So.
Okay. Sigh. God damn.
Whoops. I shoot it with a firebolt, sir.
Yep, so you do. And resistance to... Oh, it is resistant. All right. Yeldar.
Yildar is gonna whack it again as hard as he can.
Giggity.
Nope.
Double ones.
And stunning strike.
All right, those two are hits.
The 12 is a hit. Oh, it has.
No, the 19. It's still stunned. It's still stunned to the end of your turn.
Okay, and I'm gonna use stunning strike. It's the only thing I can do, Ken. It's my only
No,
class
I know.
feature.
It's what you're supposed to do as a monk. I hate it, but it's what you're supposed to fucking do. Nope, 22. It's safe.
All right.
It's up to you, Varys. I don't care what the fuck you use it for.
Okay.
I set it up for health in red and armor in green, but you can change it however you want. I can set it. Tell me how you want it set. I can set it so it carries over from map to map.
No, that's fine. I'll just leave it the way it was. I just couldn't
Ken,
remember how we did it.
Did you roll once or twice? Because I want to do it both for both stunning strike for both flurry of blows.
Oh, Should have hit it so I could lie. This fight's not even any fun. All right, it's still stunned. Varys.
All right. I'm going to break down one of my pack magic slots into sorcery points, and then I'm going to shoot it with Eldritch Blast. Hey, look at that. And immediately go back behind the fabric.
Well, give me the damage for the 27.
All right, 15 doesn't hit?
No.
Okay. 16 damage. And I'm going to hide back behind the fabric.
All right. Gothic. Finish it off.
Yeah, boy. Alright.
This is a CR6 creature. All it had to do was start flying. It just starts fucking with all of you guys. It has this. It has this. It can summon its own demon.
It got crit again.
Hey, it wasn't me this time.
Oh my god.
You missed.
That was the worst crit roll ever.
No, mine was the worst crit roll ever.
No, his is pretty bad, but it's still enough to kill it. So.
Wait, he hit?
Yeah.
Oh, he got advantage.
Well, it was, yeah.
Because it was
All right.
stunned.
Yep, so you guys kill the demon. Its black ichor oozes over the throne.
So I was going to say, I get the impression he thought that thing was going to be much more difficult.
I thought it was going to be much more difficult.
Yeldar is gonna bow at everybody and just say, "I do not have much key left."
Reminds me of when my other party fought the fucking genie in the Earth Temple, and the fucking monk just like stunned it every goddamn round.
Well, to be fair, I used 6 out of 8 key points to make it,
Yep, that's true.
inoperable. So I only have 2 left, and I don't think we can take another short rest. Like, I don't think logically we would want to.
So this map,
Mm-hmm.
is it the city we're in? Can I find rooms that look similar to what we've explored so far and stuff like that? Or does it just appear to be...
Yeah. Do you have cartography?
I have a feature, Ken. I was wondering if this would... I have the Wanderer feature. It says I have an excellent memory for maps and geography. You can always recall the general layout of terrain. Here, I'll just copy and paste it.
Yeah. No, that sounds right. Okay. That'll work. So yeah, looking down at this, you and Sally can put your heads together. This does look like a map of the city. You can see, you can kind of see where you're at. You can see where the water temple was that you were in, and the earth temple as well. It appears that everything's connected. So let's see here. Find my big map.
So each of the temples leads down to an old dwarven city that underran the entire Somber Hills, which would lead us to believe that the Earth Temple would, or the Fire Temple would also have an entrance down here.
It would appear you would think so. Give me a moment here. Where's my fucking thing? This temple. There we go. So what you think is that the tunnel. I'm at C20. East tunnel. Yeah. So there was a tunnel down here that you guys get bottom right corner. That seems to head to the water temple. Okay. And there seems to be another temple, another path rather, to the northwest. And that one seems to head towards. And it heads towards rooms you're not familiar with. You've never been. The map does not look familiar to you up in that direction.
Okay.
This particular room does not appear to be attached to the Earth Temple, although looking at the map, the Water Temple does appear to be.
Okay. If
So
everyone
we
is
think that the
willing,
last one's the fire temple then? That one we don't recognize.
I mean, you don't know. You haven't been there.
so I will suggest that, but obviously there's no way to tell. If the group is willing, I'll spend a few minutes, like broad stroke, sketching out the path I think would get us there.
Yeah, I was thinking about copying this map down.
Yeah.
Got some calligrapher supplies. I figure I'd be able to use that to draw.
Sure.
So,
You can give me
and books.
a check with it. You can use dexterity or intelligence, I guess.
We'll use dexterity.
God damn it, Sai.
Can the elder help him?
You can't really help hold people's hands as they draw. So, Varys, you and Sai are both trying to do sketches, and yours turns out all right. It's kind of rough, but you get the general idea. You think you have a general idea. Sai kind of looks like a kindergartner, with crayons. And one big hand just.
Yeah,
Scribbling.
Sai's gonna see that Varys looks at his drawing, and he's gonna say, "I said broad stroke."
Consummate V's. I said consummate.
Wouldn't know majesty if it bit him in the face.
Where did you get crayons?
They give them out at Applebee's, actually.
They have at Applebee's here? Well, here, why don't you use my map?
I closed my book.
All right.
I can draw the maps, but I don't know exactly what to do with it. So maybe y'all can figure something out to do. Maybe y'all can figure something out.
I recast light as needed for my egg incubator timer.
Okay.
Wait, you had light? We could have.
Yeah, I had light. I'm not gonna throw off the 4,000 gold griffin egg timer to toss a rock down a hole.
Priorities, man, priorities.
How long are we in here? With how long does drawing out the maps take?
Give me a D60.
We can just call it an hour and get a short rest for the key points.
Nope, it's 8 minutes.
I am very
Come
good
on,
at drawing.
Varys. Jesus Christ. Why were
If I
you
don't get-
rolling that?
Wow.
Crack.
I'm gonna type that out so I remember it when I read through the chat again.
I'm just messing around, Varys. You know that. Get back behind the fabric. Throw him in the bathroom.
All right, very good. So you guys have hostages. You've got valuable griffin eggs. You've got a portal to the underworld. You've got a bard that keeps taunting you and pissing you off and flying away.
That's what that was?
What?
That's what that hole was?
It's a portal underground. I'm not saying it leads to hell.
I go downstairs.
I follow.
He almost jumped down in that.
I'm not saying. Look, it's a figure of speech. It doesn't smell like salt.
See, I was thinking of the hostages in the basilisk egg.
Oh, basilisk, huh?
Are we gonna head up
Whatever.
north?
I'm fine with going north.
All right.
All right.
I cast guidance on the Eldar.
Yildar is gonna sneak.
All right.
And I get an extra 1d6.
D4.
D4. That's what I meant.
I'm not a bard, man. I'm sorry.
There we go.
All right. So come up to this room. It's number 7. It's room 7.
As we do this, I realize, guys, we forgot to loot the demon.
Well, I mean, we had 8 minutes.
Yildar's like,
And,
"Ah,
and in none of those 8 minutes did you say you were searching the demon. This old chamber has been furnished with 6 plain wooden bunks and sacks of provisions. Stone doors exit to south and the west.
What kind of provisions?
No, I'm sorry. I'm in the wrong fucking... That's the water temple. Sorry. 1 second.
Okay, well, you
I
do
lost
that. Sai runs back and loots the demon.
There's nothing on the demon.
Okay.
I was just being a dick. Several streets converge on a plaza, in the center of which stands a 30-foot-tall granite statue of Moradin, grasping his great stone lantern and an outstretched fist. A bright light emanates from the lantern, revealing ruined shops around the plaza, their inner chambers extending into the rock.
can we tell what types of shops they are from the outside?
Do any of you speak Dwarvish?
I might. No.
Hang on.
Okay.
I forget where languages is on the sheet.
In a
I
few
gotta scroll. Yeah,
levels, I speak every
Dwarvish.
language.
You do?
I speak Dwarvish, yes.
Okay.
I wave everybody up.
I just
Most of the
realized-
things are most of the doors are kind of chipped away and faded. These are ancient ruins, but this door appears to be a clothing shop.
Yellow's gonna go up to this door and put his ear to it.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Yep. Sorry, I was just trying to find it.
You do not hear anything. I also exposed more of this area for you. 1 second.
I'm gonna open that door.
All right. Empty shop. It appears to have had a display case. Long since destroyed. Rubble rules all.
Does anything in there look useful?
You do not see anything useful looking.
Yellow's gonna come back to the group and tell him that he didn't find anything, and then suggest that we just at least look through every shop around here, or every door.
There also appears to be more of a ruined area over in this direction.
What do I know about Morden?
Moradin, I'm going to make a religion roll for that. Moradin is the dwarvish creator god. He is their chief deity.
The smith, basically.
So, trying to figure out what is making that glowing light in his lantern would probably not be a good idea.
You can give me an Arcana check if you like.
Lots of crits in the
something-
advantage column tonight.
Something glowy. Now, it seems to be, if you look in there, it seems to be a continual flame spell. Must have been cast by someone quite powerful to still be glowing after this much time.
What's off
Okay.
to the east here?
To the east is a hallway. It seems to go to the north and south as well.
Is this just a clear wall? I can't see it past the fog.
Yeah, that's a little jag on the wall there. So, wall, hallway, door.
I'm going to open this door right here. Let's see if
Gonna
there's
open it?
anything in there. Yep.
All right. This shop is, again, completely in ruins. Tattered curtains hang. There seems to be maybe a robe fluttering against the back wall.
The robe is still intact.
It appears to be.
I'm going to go over there and pick it up.
Okay. When you do, it attacks you.
Good job.
One second.
The robe was a mimic.
The
You just
robe is
got
actually
Doctor
a-
Stranged.
The robe is actually a cloaker.
I don't
Hey,
know
what?
what that is, but it sounds bad.
It's not the cloak of levitation.
So it wraps itself around your throat. Excuse me. But she's gonna have to bite you first, isn't it?
Varys, would you say you're surprised?
I'm trying to think of something good for this, and I can't think of anything.
Guess you'll have to cloak your emotions.
All right, let's everybody roll initiative.
Okay, that was better than I was thinking. I was going to say I was in stitches.
Hey, a few more initiative rolls, I'll make it to the double digits.
You're me now.
Don't you put that voodoo on him?
I don't know, I've been pretty shit the last couple of weeks. I only got that crit because it was in the advantage column.
All right, let's see here. But yes, Varys. It is able to bite you, so you take 8 damage. And the cloak wraps itself around your head. You're blinded and you cannot breathe.
Okay.
And that was its surprise round. Let me organize these. So we'll go ahead and start from the top now. So Varys, it is your turn. If you want to try and detach it from you, it is a DC 16 strength check. Let me
I hear
check the
warlocks
rules
are great at
for
those.
strength,
Grappling?
strength check. Basically, let's take a look for the rules for suffocating. One moment. By the way, the rest of you don't really hear anything surprising because he's completely muffled because he's being choked out.
Hmm.
Let me see.
Do we know what it is? Like, do we know that he's actually being attacked, or?
I mean, I will let you make a perception check here on your turn to see if you can hear him struggling against this creature. But nobody said they walked into the room with him, so none of you
Well, I
are
was-
aware of the problem.
Yeah, I was at the door as he walked in, but I didn't follow him in, but I was waiting until my turn to be like, what do I actually see from my vantage point?
See, the
Okay.
one time where I opened the door, this is what happens.
You're the one that wanted to start grabbing fancy shit.
Okay, there's a robe. You'd have done the same thing.
How many robes have I grabbed this campaign?
This is more than I have, actually.
I mean, in
Okay.
Varys' defense, had he not went to grab it, I would have been like, "Hey, dude, go grab that robe."
So you can hold your breath for 1 plus a minute, number of minutes equal to 1 plus your con mod. So what's your con mod?
3.
Okay, so you can hold your breath for 4 minminutes. You're pretty good.
How long can he hold
assuming
his
it's like-
breath while Yeldar beats the crap out of a robe wrapped around his head?
It's going to be kind of hard. So yeah, so you're not going to suffocate immediately, but you're finding it very hard to breathe because this thing's strangling you. Varys, it's on you.
Okay. I'm going to try and make the strength check,
Okay.
and then I'm going to start running around the room, flailing around because
Okay.
there's something attached to my head, and I can't get it off.
Give me a dexterity save. Not dexterity save. Dexterity. Dexterity save DC 14. Okay, you don't fall on your face.
Cool.
Yeldar, give me a perception check. All right. You hear some strange noises coming from inside the room that Varys wandered into.
I mean,
I'm assuming
I'm
I
gonna-
can see him at this point and like.
Yes, as
Call
he
out.
wanders around. Sure, I'll let you call out to people.
all right. So I'm gonna walk to the door. I'm gonna see him struggling, and I'm not. I mean, in the spinning wheel of disbelief that this game is set in, I'm gonna walk in and try to pull the thing off of his face, knowing that my strength check is not gonna make it.
Okay. Nope.
And that's that.
All right. Sigh.
Let's watch the wizard try the strength save.
Or you can try burning it off.
It's true.
I can't speak, but I would not appreciate that.
It's just a
Gothic has no comment on that.
And I'm also gonna yell for Gothic.
Suck
Wow.
at it.
Oh, Sigh actually succeeds in pulling it off. So Sigh, you have this flailing, flapping cloak thing in your hand. On the back side, it appears just to be a regular leather cloak. On the underside is a mouth, and it has a spiked tail.
I like reach down
Gothic.
and I rip this thing off of Varys, and then I'm holding it out at arm's length so that somebody else can deal with it, and it doesn't wrap itself around my face.
All right. Gothic.
Alright, Gothic heard Yeldar yell for him, so he's going to run back. And he will swing at the object, trying very carefully not to hit his teammate this time.
I am drawing a blank. But what? Oh,
Si's having flashbacks of Gothic swinging weapons at him.
Every time
Okay.
he swings, you you wince, start sweating.
Second one hits. All right.
I'm just imagining it's the D&D version of that.
More or less. Except it's more of a cloak. All right. Varys.
All right. I am incredibly freaked out, and I'm going to cast Shillelagh, and I am going to try and hit it with the flaming stick.
Okay, that's a hit.
So it does 12 damage.
Oh, you're right. It is not. I sorry, I cast it. I rolled it, didn't I? You know what? I didn't. It's 11. Okay. Yes, it should have gone after Varys the first time. Shit. Oh, I was gonna get. That was my fault. Oh well.
And just give it 2 turns after me.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah. Well, I'll give it 2 turns after
Varys. Well, one turn after Varys and one after me.
One turn after Varys, one turn after you.
Okay.
So it was after Eldar after that. So let's see here. So that is 12. Yes. All right.
This was not very effective.
It is going to try and wrap itself around Sai. Sai, what is your AC?
AC is 18, sir. I also want the record to show that I just found this.
All right. You said 18?
1-8.
All right. That's fine because they rolled a 25 and a 23 on his attacks. So you take a total of 16 damage, and it has wrapped itself around your head.
In my defense, this has not happened yet.
Eldar, it's your turn. The thing has wrapped itself around Sai.
Now that I know that this thing is, I'm probably not going to be able to get it off. I am going to punch it. Yeah, I'm just going to punch it.
All right.
And
You're punching a cloak wrapped around someone's head.
I know. Jesus Christ.
And you crit.
And I'm going to use Stunning Strike.
Okay, so you said you're punching it and you're using Stunning Strike?
Yes.
So half the damage goes to Sai. So that's 6 damage to Sai.
Sorry,
and
bud.
Sai, a con check, please.
I'm great at those. Save or just straight check?
Con save, yes. All right. Both Sai and the thing are stunned.
All right, and then I am going to pull it off of him. If it's stunned, do I still have to make a strength check?
Yes, because it's wrapped around it. It doesn't have to make a competing strength save. It's just wrapped around. But I will give you advantage on it. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah.
Sai, you got punched in the face by your teammate after you're just having a rough go of it in this dungeon, and you are stunned, so you don't get a turn. Gothic.
I'm sorry.
You're wondering how nobody's yelling at. You're seeing that you saw that the monk gets to punch the wizard in the face and doesn't get yelled at. You don't understand it.
Alright, I'm just going to attack. It's pulled off of his face now, right?
No.
Okay, I will do that.
Punch it or rip it off his face?
All right.
Rip it off his face.
All right. If Gothic pulls it off of Sai like it's nothing. You just received a hold of there in your hand, Gothic?
Can I smash into the wall, then just drop it?
You can drop it. You can't smash it on the wall. But you can do it symbolically. It's not going to do anything.
I'm still going to do it symbolically.
It's right. Okay.
But then I will drop it onto the floor.
All right. Very good. Varys.
I am going to hit it again with Booming Blade this time.
All right. With advantage. Good.
Okay, so 19 damage. And if it moves, it's going to take 2d8.
All right. Very good.
And I'm going to hold my staff up defensively, so, trying to ward off it attacking my throat.
Right.
Yeldar is going to swing at it with everything he has.
Okay. That is 3 hits.
16, 25, 31.
All right. You're just beating it like a rug, and eventually you notice it's not really moving anymore.
after it's dead, I'm gonna pick it up and drape it over Varys's shoulders and say, "I hope it was worth it, bud."
Varys has developed a phobia of cloaks.
And then Yeldar's gonna go over to Sai and bow to him and apologize for punching him in the face. And he's not gonna linger too long because he still is a little resentful for getting hit with, I think, multiple fireballs at this point. And he's gonna search this door.
All right.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'm going to jump and get this thing off me and kind of poke it with my staff and make sure it's not moving.
Okay. It does not appear to be moving. Give me a perception check.
Who?
Me or
Both Varys and anybody looking at a door. Okay, Sai, you see something glittering in the corner. Yeldar, you don't hear anything through that door.
Define corner.
Choose a corner. It doesn't matter. The corner of this room.
so?
Well, knowing what
how
we've
come-
learned, I approach it but don't touch it yet. What do I see?
Well, how come when Sai finds something, it's something good? And when I find a cloak, it's something bad.
Well, the cloak collected stuff that was good. Yeldar, you didn't hear anything through that door.
Okay. I see my companions and friends moving about, and I hold off. I tell them I don't hear anything behind this door, and I look to see what they're doing.
Okay.
I'm still eyeing this cloak.
Where's the table that I want? Where's the table that I want?
And I'm going to use mold earth to move something, or move one of these rocks on top of this cloak.
Good idea.
All right. You guys can. It's basically a. Can't find the thing I found online. There's a bunch of little trinkets that is collected from the shops over the years. So it's worth total of 150 gold. You can each name one little thing you like that you want to find. That's worth, 30 gold or so.
Golden ring.
As long as it's not a cloak.
Does anybody have any items they like, or do you just want the 150 gold?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it supposed to be an item that? Wait.
Yeah, it says collected items of worth about 150 gold. So I'll let you guys choose whatever fancy items you like if it's something that you wish to have.
Could it be something like magical, or are we talking about just regular?
Mundane? But if you want to,
A couple of gems, a
glass
golden
or
ring, or
right, whatever.
Yeldar has no need for mortal possessions.
a monogrammed boot flask made of silver.
All right. So you find a silver boot flask engraved with the symbol of Moradin on it. In silver.
Is there a table I could roll on? Trinket table.
I was trying to locate one, and I thought I had one saved. Oh, I know where I saved it. Hold on, I'll find it. 1 second. Change in my work Reddit account, or I have it saved for work links.
I just saw the whoever sent. I think it was Sai, or was it Varys? Whoever. Oh boy, a cloak! How fortunate of me.
Yeah, that was me.
That's pretty cute. That's funny.
I swear I'm gonna roll and get like a cloak of some sort.
So I was going to tell you he doesn't need a rest, but he doesn't have much in him for the rest of the day.
I was just attacked by a living cloak that tried to do things to me. But
Like you need a long rest. Is that what you mean?
I mean, I'm down to keep exploring. I'm saying before we go into a boss fight, we could consider our options. The next time I need to heal, it will need to be a short rest. Also,
Okay.
while we get trinkets, I'm gonna go grab a drink.
Okay.
Really? I'm going to find a portfolio of pressed flowers worth 150 gold.
Did you find something?
I have
Okay.
a pretty conch shell.
Okay. Very good.
I'm gonna roll too. Hold on. I don't know what it is though. Someone tell
Oh, I
me.
couldn't have got a 52. You got a 45. That is pages ripped out of an accounting journal of a local merchant. I don't know how that would be worth 150. Maybe get some IOUs.
All I was looking for, and it won't let me. I saw. Okay.
Yelder's gonna hand the
That's
pages
my
to,
bookmark.
to Sai because he's learned in those types of things,
All right.
and say, "Don't say I never gave you anything." And then he's gonna go back to the door and open it.
Okay. Each of those items is worth about 30 gold for each of you. And I managed to find my fucking thing.
I like that mine is a portfolio of pressed flowers.
It's pretty. Let's all take a quick 2-minute break and grab something to drink or we'll go to the bathroom or whatever. We'll come back and finish up for the evening.
All right.
Did we get anything good? Welcome back.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you.
Anything good on the rolling?
I found some torn pages, and they're all yours.
I found a very pretty conch shell.
Do you know
Hello
how
again.
three shells work?
No one knows how 3 cells work.
right, I'm back.
All right. Where do you guys wish to go?
Oh, Yelder's gonna open that door.
Yep.
So that way.
All right. Where's the mouse? There it is. All right. There's another empty and decrepit shop. There are no cloaks.
Damn, I was gonna ask.
Anything at all? Oh, in here. Oh, I'm losing my mind. Sorry. I like to take a look around anyway.
Okay.
See
Give me
if I
a
see
check.
anything.
Has the cloak moved?
It is not moved.
I'm gonna cast Mold Earth on it one more time to finish covering it up.
All right, all you see is Varys just burying the corpse of that thing under stone.
Yeah, wanna talk about it, fella?
You were attacked by it too. Thing just jumped out of nowhere and wrapped around your neck.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure it's dead.
All right. What do you guys? So you head over there. Hold on a second. Sai, as you head over in that direction, there's a worn image of a smiling dwarf on the face of the worn image of a smiling dwarf on the face of a coin is stamped into the flagstones that pave this plaza. An old sign bearing the same image hangs above the door of a large hall in the center of the plaza. As you walk in, ghostly sounds start emanating from all around you,
Everywhere?
everywhere.
Are we talking like just ghostly background noise? Like as if people were alive in the clamor of an inn or something? Or like, ooh, ghost sounds?
Like, ooh, ghost sounds.
I'm gonna back up, and I'm gonna ask if anyone else hears that.
Is it the cloak again?
Sorry?
I said, is it the cloak again?
You can give me a perception check if you like.
I made a mistake there with that stealth.
Okay. You go look. You go look at. And you hear the noises. You go look at the cloak, and you see Yeldar picking it up out of the stones, trying to take the corpse.
Fuck.
I'm
Fuck, he caught me.
I'm gonna go back over here and go towards Sai.
I give up.
What was that?
Well, I was gonna try to recognize the face stamped into the flagstones, but not so much. You said there was a sign hanging?
Yes, it's hanging above the door here. It's got the same image on it. That's the risk.
Is there any writing anywhere?
Not that you can see.
Sai says, I'm gonna suggest we check the other rooms before heading this way. Have the ghost sounds like got louder or quieter or anything?
They've continued.
I'm gonna back up.
Yeller will advance with Gothic.
All right. The noises continue.
Ping side, double ones.
They go down this way. They go down this way. Always.
Actually, what happened? Yeah. I'm sorry. After what happened last time, I'm going to let Gothic and Yeldar take the lead.
I'm gonna open this door.
But I'm going to look around warily at the creepy noises.
It's quiet.
Okay. I was just checking something. So it's, the face, even with the 11, even though you botched it, there's no botches on the ability checks. That's a god, the dwarvish god Vergadane. He's known as the Laughing Dwarf by non-dwarves. He's the dwarven deity of luck, trickery, negotiation, and wealth. He's a neutral deity. All right. Let's see. Gothic, did you say you're going to do any checks before you open that door, or are you just going to open the door?
Just opening it.
All right. So let's see here. 13. Frescoes cover two of the walls of this chamber, one depicting the creation of the dwarves by Moradin, the other a massive battle between orcs and Rednox. This building was once a dwarven hall for feasting. Old wooden tables lie scattered and broken throughout the long main room. 3 gigantic casks line the wall behind once was a beautiful oak bar. Behind the casks are doors for loading and unloading them. There are in here currently a bunch of people, and when you open the door, they all turn to look at you.
Oh, good. That's what I wanted to have happen.
I recommend not being in a giant blob of people when they start throwing lightning bolts.
Housekeeping?
All right.
This isn't where I parked my car. Shut the door.
You gotta roll initiative. Oh, yeah, you guys have had plenty of opportunities to grab some fucking air cultist costumes and try and disguise yourself. I mean, it'd be hard to disguise Gothic, but you could try.
Disguises?
Well, I'm headed back down into the single digits.
Just stay outside. I got you.
I wanted to go first so I could just throw a fireball in there.
I gotcha.
I'm just gonna drop grease in the doorway and do it that way.
Okay, did we find out who the leader of the cult was? I can't remember what the genie said. Okay.
All right.
Do the ghost sounds continue?
They do.
Oh. I was gonna say I don't think those were ghost sounds, but apparently they were.
This guy gets to run over, and he is going to hopelessly punch at Gothic. Actually, he's got a dagger. He's going to try and dagger him. Nope. Didn't roll bad. Oh, actually, it just doesn't have the plus on it for some reason. 17 plus what for him? Oh, plus 0. Never mind. He has no plus. He's just rolling a straight d20. Yep, he misses. He's actually incapable of hitting you. Let's see crits. Varys.
I was going to fireball, but do I want to fireball?
Yes. The answer is always yes.
Okay, let me check something real quick. Okay.
I believe it is a 30-foot diameter.
20-foot radius.
You knew exactly what I was checking for.
20-foot radius? Yeah, there's no way of casting that to hit everybody in here and not hit Gothic and Yellow.
Well, the squares are 20 feet. If you hit
No,
this,
squares are 10 feet.
or yeah, 10 feet. If you hit the wall right at the bottom part of the door, you should be able to get all of these guys and not
Oh, sure,
worry
yeah.
about the guy that's about to get crushed by Gothic.
That's true. I was wrong.
Okay.
You can
In
totally
that
set
case-
this temple to the Dwarven gods on fire. You're muted.
Huh. Oh, not muted.
You're muted
All
again.
right. Varys is going to take Sai's word on his fireball aiming because apparently he's an expert on it. And I'm going to fire fireball and hope that the Dwarven gods don't hate me for this.
All right. Go ahead and give me a check. All right. Okay, so these guys all die immediately. He rolled double ones.
I'm gonna invent like a secret handshake for good, awesome fireball there, guy. Since we're now the fireball twins in the back.
I'm just happy I actually got to cast it for once.
All right. Gothic.
All right, Gothic is going to run in and attack this guy up top.
Okay, this other guy's going to get an attack on you.
That is totally fine.
Nope. Goes.
Jesus, I'm rolling like ass.
You smell like it too, Gothic.
Yeah, I know.
He
I mean, wait, what? Do either of those hit? No.
Looking
Maybe.
here. He does, in fact, have shield. So the second one would, but he's going to throw up a magic shield, and Clank is going to clank off.
Bastard.
Oh, sure, you don't break his shield.
Hurricane, which is the monkey-looking fellow, going to reach into his robe, and he is going to pull out a boomerang.
You call that a knife? This is a knife.
And he is going to chuck it at Gothic. No. So he's going to spin around his head and come back to his hand. All right. Eldar.
Eldar is gonna slap the guy in front of him with his spidey staff.
Okay, he dies.
All right. And then he's gonna run in and slap this guy with his spidey staff.
All right, and he also dies.
And
Fireball
then,
left him with 1 hit point.
and then he's gonna run up here. Actually, I don't think I can make it. Let's see.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
1, 2. That's 20. Right. We could say 25, 30.
Fuck it, you can hit it.
I think I can.
Yeah, I think you can.
And he's gonna hit him with unarmed strike. Which
Okay,
probably
that's not gonna hit.
okay. Not gonna
Alright.
use my last key point.
He is going to get to go. Oh, he's going to look up at you, Gothic, and say, "The might of Yansi bin will wear you down like the wind." And he's going to hold his hands up. He's going to Palpatine you and Yeldar. I need you both to give me dexterity saves, please.
You mean strength saves, right? That's what you
Yeah.
meant.
Dexterity saves. Oh, you both make it. Yeldar, when you make your dex saves, you no longer take damage, right?
Yeah, I don't take damage.
Right. So
I take
Yeldar,
half
you duck
if I
out of the
don't.
way. Right. So you make it. So Yeldar, you duck out of the way. Gothic, you manage to kind of sort of get out of the way, but